So you don't
Let's
think you can
promote.
be a sincere black MAGA person?
No, I just said I don't think that. I just said I think there can be.
Don Lemon loves black people so much that he went ahead and got him a white husband. You know, what better way to celebrate your affinity, your love, your pride of your blackness than to get yourself a Democratic white elitist man to marry? You know, he's showing us that he is forever bound to the Democratic plantation the way that it always was. And he ain't nothing but a zesty and crusty house whose one job is to keep your butt on that Democratic plantation. And he is playing that role perfectly. I mean, did y'all see this damn clip from the Bill Maher show?
It's the same thing that when I see not all black Republicans, but I see a black MAGA person who is carrying Donald Trump's water and they know that he's lying. It is the shortest line to the front. Because if you're black and you're whatever, you're just in line with a bunch of other Democrats that are doing the same thing that you're doing. But if you become a black MAGA person, it's like, whoa, let's book this person, let's put him on television.
So you don't
Let's
think you can
promote.
be a sincere black MAGA person?
No, I just said I don't think that. I just said I think there can be sincere Republicans.
But you can't be a sincere black Republican?
I don't
See,
think
that,
that you can. I don't think that you can be a rational MAGA, be black and be a rational MAGA person. I think you can be black and be a Republican.
I think they would find that very insulting.
Well, I mean, the truth is often insulting.
When the lemon head himself sat there and said with a straight face, all pun intended, with a straight face, well, I mean, yeah, sure, a black person can be a Republican, but there is no way a black person can actually be a Trump supporter. What he basically meant was, if you support Donald Trump, you can't be black. You ain't black. Well, guess what, Don Lemon Head? We don't give a damn. If you are the one to revoke our black card, then it meant now nada skibbly diddly did nothing in the first place. You're in charge of the black cards. You are in charge of who is quote unquote black enough and who is not. And your basis of that is whether or not you are in support of an individual who has made promises and kept promises to Americans, or Kamala Harris. Nothing more than a damn sham and a damn scam. So you're telling us that if we chose not to support a scam, but instead an individual who actually follows up on the very things that he says, yes, egg prices are down. Yes, inflation is down. Go look up the statistics for your own damn self. Yes, borders closed. 93% drop at them borders. Yes. And we are only 2 months in, folks. If you're on the left, welcome. Welcome to the show. I feel like Jigsaw right now. Welcome to the game. I hope you make it through. But this Don Lemon, sour lemon ass, he's gotten on my nerves since the CNN days, but now that he has been fired and is just running loose, he is a rogue. First, I thought to myself, maybe he's going to become more honest in his opinions. Maybe now that he's not paid by the propagandists, maybe, just maybe, he's finally going to give us some insight into his actual feelings. Well, the worst thing that ever happened was exactly that. He gave us some insight into his actual feelings, and they're worse than what we used to see on television. I grew up in a sort of Obama-rized mentality, right? They pushed that dude like crack cocaine in the 80s, like the CIA did in the 80s, right? They made sure that all black folk worshipped at the altar of Barack Hussein Obama. And so CNN was on in my household. And what I would see was Anderson Cooper and Don Lemon Head looking into each other's eyes, deep into each other's eyes. Just full on zesty. And I ain't got no, look, that's your thing, right? That's your thing. But what got on my damn nerves was the fact that every single time he was up there, racism this, racism that, racism that, racism this. And I actually believed it when I was a kid. Then I turned 10, right? As a child, I thought as a child. Then I grew up out of it. I say, wait a minute. If you are so concerned with racism, sir, if you are such an advocate of the black man, then what's up with you having a white husband? Because I got no problem with interracial dating. I actually think interracial relationships are a beautiful thing because there's no such thing technically as interracial because race is a concept, right? It is a made up thing. Maybe ethnicity or cultural or customs or whatever, but race, we are all the human race. That part I subscribe to. So if you love somebody who looks nothing like you, love who loves you, period. But the fact that you're out here preaching the gospel of who is and who is not racist and what is not racist, and you got yourself a lily white husband, the type they manufacture somewhere out in Tahoe, and you have the audacity to smite the name of every single individual who does not look like your husband who voted for Donald Trump and to say that they are not valid because of their vote, you have another thing coming, Mr. Don Lemon, sir. Did you take your husband's last name? That's the only question I have at this very moment. You have another thing coming, thinking that you are the one who can dictate to us what we can and cannot do. And this is a message to every single Don Lemon head prototype, the archetype of a Don Lemon head. If you're the type of individual who thinks that it is your job to hold, to keep, to stabilize, to nullify another black person, quote unquote black person, from escaping that Democratic plantation, you, sir, are the problem. Historically, you're the problem. You are the actual house. That's you. I know they like to call us the sellouts and the Toms, and yeah, I get that. I get that. Because you don't know history. You have not done the research. You go off of hearsay. You are still propagandized. I'm well aware of that. I understand it. I get you. All 3 or 4 y'all in the comments who come here every single day to do nothing but essentially try to shut the show down. I get it. I get it. You don't have enough brain cells that can connect that would allow you to think past the place that you currently are. And I pray that one day your brain cells can revive and be revitalized and you can start to think once again. But for a guy like this, who has some level of a platform, some level of a voice to continue to spew this sort of nonsense, it's not about to go unchecked. We're not living in those days anymore. We're not. The house, you got to go too. We're coming for you. I'm not talking about, on your life or nothing like that, but your voice is null and void. It means nothing. Your opinion means nothing. You are a joke. Nobody cares. Nobody's listening for real. As a matter of fact, folks are going to do the exact opposite. I saw in the comment section of a video with, Lemonhead going on and on. And somebody said, oh, the Black MAGA merch is about to fly off the shelves. And I, for one, know that as a fact because I'm about to get me some. I'm about to get as much Black MAGA gear as I humanly can. And I'm about to take pictures and I'm about to post them on X. And oh, wait a minute. He deleted his X. Okay, well, I probably will wear that in a video where I go back to talking about something else ridiculous that this man said. And yes, I'm calling him out his name because he does not deserve my or anybody else's respect. He doesn't. He does not deserve it because he's respected nobody. If you've heard some of the vile things that this dude has said on his live streams, sipping on cocktails and mocktails, if you have heard the sort of divisiveness that has come from this dude, he does not deserve my respect. He has officially chosen to step into the realm of the demons, and they get none of mine. The joyless reeds of the world, y'all get none of mine. The wicked witches of the view, y'all get none of my respect. Y'all have already gone past the threshold of propagandists. Y'all have gone into inciting violence. That's what y'all have done, actually. Y'all continue to point, well, Jan 6. Y'all have had a Jan 6 every single day since Trump has been appointed and anointed. Y'all have not stopped burning down Teslas, burning down charge stations, assassination attempt. Y'all have not stopped. At least when your guy was in there, even though he was placed in there, even though your guy was in there, we say, you know what? This is some BS, but let's carry it out another 4 years. Meanwhile, on the other side, it is a full blitz, full-blown campaign headed by the likes of a damn Lemonade. I wouldn't be surprised if he still works for the very same company. They just created the illusion that, oh, he's fired, he's no longer with us, and he's really getting paid. Because how is he getting paid enough money to buy those damn mocktails and cocktails? How is he taking care of his white zaddy? How is he doing that on the type of money that he's making from these whack-ass live streams? Who's listening? Who's listening? Who's actually tuning in besides the deeply mentally challenged? Donnie Don boy, yeah, you get my cancellation of today. You get my cancellation of the week, of the damn year. Because enough is enough. And I can't wait to get my hands on some Black MAGA merch. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you found value in this content. If you want to show some love or some support, you can go ahead and send a Cash App or go ahead and buy me a coffee by clicking the link below, literally titled Buy Me a Coffee. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the